Welcome back, friends. Today, this morning, while it's still not 105 degrees, we're going to attempt to get some of the main components into this C3 door. So let's take a look at what we have. We've got the window regulator. We've got two vertical slides. We've got a long channel, I don't know what these are called, channel for the window, and we've got a short one down here just as a third point for the regulator. We've also got, I may get to these today, I may not, I don't know. We're gonna need this roller out of this kit. This is for the window, and this needs to go inside one of these. And then we might get to these. This is the door crank, the window crank, and also the door latch and lock. But I don't know if we'll get to those in this video. We've also got this little guy, this little rocker goes right there. But again, I don't know if we're getting into this today. Right now, I've also got my these bolts, and these are 1/4 20 thread, 7/16 head, and I'm gonna guess 1/2 inch long, maybe 5/8. All right, let's get going. I got my socket, and the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get this guy in. We're gonna feed it into the door, let me show you where these guys go though before we do that. So we have the forward channel. This goes right here. And you can see where it bolts in down here, and you know it bolts in there because there's an adjustment access screw for the stopper at the bottom, and that's what this hole is for. So on the downside, the back side of the car, that you've got this one, it goes right in there, and then down to there, bolts in, and you see that there's access for the adjustment screw. I'm just gonna leave those in because that's the way they came. I don't think I have to adjust those. If I do, I can do it later. All right. Okay, so the first thing you wanna do is you wanna pre-assemble 3 or 4 components. You've got your window regulator, and the wheel that's facing up at the time, if it's laying down like this, you wanna slide this little shorty on there. Like so, just shove it on, and it was just on. No, it doesn't want to go on. Come on, maybe the other way. All right, let's try. I know I just had it on there. There we go. Well, lesson learned. Okay, so that's down there. Now, I'm not putting a ton of oil or grease in these things. I feel like a little goes a long way. So this one especially doesn't move that much, so you don't have to overdo it. This I had to really kind of jam in. I want to show you how this is going in, just in case you don't know. It's like that. That slides real easy now. And then you want to feed this longer channel, over the other 2 remaining wheels, and that'll kind of work like that to raise and lower the window. So once you've got all that assembled, then you're going to fold it up pretty much like this, and we're going to feed it in that way. I can't do it with one hand, so I'll show you in a second. Success. Incidentally, torque on all these bolts is about somewhere between a jar of peanut butter and a jar of pickles. Just FYI. All right, now this guy over here is dangling, but we're not going to hook that up yet. Just, you can leave that, you can leave the track on or whatever. I mean, I guess we could have put this on after too, but right now we're going to we're going to mount these. The rear one, which is the one with the more acute angle, right? We're going to feed this up, and we're going to try to hook onto that one wheel that we put in. Yeah, right here, that. So we're going to feed this in up in here, and we're just going to catch that wheel in the track. All right, let me show you guys a couple things. One is, there's what I'm talking about. Get that wheel in there. Also, you really got to make sure that the underside of this track is clean, because if there's gunk in there, a wheel's going to catch. Also, I just learned by touching it that this little guy down here, so this kind of bar, right, the little adjuster, going up and down here will move your window this way, kind of forwards and back. So it's a tilt. It tilts. So if I grab that, you can see here, if I grab that and move it, I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of hard to see, but see, it tilts the window track this way. So just FYI for later adjustment. All right, we're gonna bolt this in. Gets 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom. Okay, we're all bolted up. One thing, later on, there'll be a stop that you're gonna slide down in here and bolt in, but that's after the window goes in. Now, on the front side, we're gonna do the same thing with this. However, the roller that you're gonna catch, you're not gonna catch it now. You're gonna put it in later. So you might have to loosen up some of this stuff and work around, but the front, this roller will actually go in the glass itself, in the window, and then that's gonna go in there later on, or actually like this, I guess. That looks awfully long, doesn't it? That's what she's, no. All right, well, we're just gonna put that in, and then we're basically gonna be done with the main parts of the window regulator and tracks. So we'll see what we're gonna do after that. I don't know if I'll put in the handle and the crank at this point, maybe. Let's see. Let's get this in first though. All right, so I put in the 2 bolts in that short adjustment piece, and then I put this little guy on. That's gonna come into play when we put these rods in later to connect the latch, the door latch and the lock. I also did get out these little stops. This is what the little stoppers look like, and they just go right in the top here, slide down into there like that, and then you put your bolt in there. Probably just gonna put those in now just so I know where they are and I keep them on the car, which is nice. I'm gonna go ahead and put this crank cover, or crank whatever piece. Now you do want to pack that with some grease, so I might even put a little more in there, but that's synthetic grease, and that'll go on like that. I have to take those bolts out and reinstall them, and then there's a third one there, so we'll do that. And then the door latch and lock, this goes on these 4 bolts right here, so you can see it just will go in like that, and then that will connect on the inside up there to there later. All right, but I'm just gonna put these on so they're on the car. Okay, this ends door hardware installation video part 2. I do want to give a shout out to Rat Farm channel, whose video I am basically copying and watching at every step. It's an excellent video on how to install the insides of a door, including the window. I'll get to the window in the next video. Thanks for watching, you guys. Good luck with all your projects. Like and subscribe if you like, and we'll see you in the next video.